Diablo 3 has finally made the jump to consoles. While over 9 million people got in on the fun when the game released for the PC, that doesn't mean everyone who plays the console version will be familiar with the basics of gameplay. Let's start with some beginner's info and then work our way up to more advanced tips in later videos. First and foremost, if you're expecting a game similar to Marvel action RPGs or even older games such as Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, throw that line of thinking right out the window. Diablo 3 is a top-down action RPG, but it's very different compared to most console games in the same genre. The big thing to note at first is that enemies have incredibly deceptive range. With the dodge function defaulted to the right analog stick, it's not as intuitive as one would hope, but you'll need to be ready to dodge at a moment's notice despite this fact. Sometimes you may not even realize you're getting hurt until your screen is stained with blood. As you can see, our monk is quite a distance from the enemy, but he's still taking damage. Potions are few and far between, and they cost a hefty amount when you take into account how scarce gold is early on. Enemies will occasionally drop health items, but you can't count on those to keep you going. And let's not forget about the enemies that have projectile attacks. These attacks can also be difficult to dodge if you're not expecting them. Use the lock-on feature with the left trigger or L2, and continue moving around the enemy while you attack, ready to dodge at any moment. Use your meter-related abilities often, as your standard attacks will refill the meter as you fight your way through enemy encounters. If you're playing on normal difficulties, you can get away with not using your abilities, but on harder settings, you must use your abilities if you want to make any kind of real progress. Destroy or interact with any and all objects that you come across along your journey. Gold is rare early on, and some objects will drop a bit of change that can come in handy to buy potions and gear. Interacting with objects will allow you to sometimes gain experience and level up faster. If you remember these tips, you'll have a much easier time making your way into hell. If you find yourself struggling, try changing classes. Some classes, such as the Barbarian, are much easier to learn than other classes. Stay tuned to Prima Games for more Diablo 3 tutorial videos coming your way later this week and all throughout the month.